A very good morning to all my dear little angels. How are you? I hope you are fit and fine and staying safe indoor your houses. Children, welcome back to your English class. You have already done personal pronoun. Now we will discuss more about pronouns. I have a dog. The dog is mine. The dog loves me. Now this I, mine, me, these all are again pronouns, but there's little difference in them. They have used for first person, that means the person who is speaking. I, me, mine are used for the first person singular. When the person who is talking, he is or she is singular, then we use these personal pronouns. I is the subject, the person who does the action in the sentence. Mine shows the possession. Whose dog is this? Mine. It is showing you possession. And last one is me. Me acts as an object, the person who receives the action in the sentence. Let's discuss more. What's the difference between I or me? That means where we can use I or where we can use me. Students, I love my dog. But in the next sentence, my dog loves me. Have you seen in the first sentence we have used the word I? But in the next sentence, we have used the word me. Let's find out what's the difference between I and me. The only difference between I and me is I is used as subjective pronoun, but me is objective pronoun. Subjective pronoun means who is the doer. Look at the first sentence. Who loves the dog? Who is doing the action? I. When we have to tell about who is doing the action, we use the pronoun I. But in the second case, objective pronoun, me is a receiver. My dog loves me. Who is receiving the love of the dog? Me. So me is your objective pronoun. Understood? For example, I ride my bicycle in the evening. Now, I am the doer. I ride my bicycle. Who rides? I. So, who is doing the action? So, that's why we have used I here. But, my mother took me to the park. Action is received by me. I am receiving the action. My mother took whom? Me to the park. Students, one very simple formula to find what we have to use. If you have to add something before verb, for example, in the first example, ride. Before ride, I have to add personal pronoun. I'll use I because ride is a verb. But if I have to add personal pronoun after verb, for example, in the second sentence, the verb is took, and after took, if I have to use a personal pronoun, I'll use the objective pronoun. That means me. I hope you have understood this much. Is it clear to you? Okay, similarly, we have one more case. We have a dog. The dog is ours. The dog loves us. Now kids, we, ours, us. Again, it's a first person, but plural case. We is the subject, the persons who do the action in the sentence. We are performing actions. We have a dog. Got it? Ours shows the possession. Now look at the second sentence. The dog is ours. This ours word is showing you the possession of the dog. That the dog belongs to we all. So, ours shows the possession. And the last is us is the object, the persons who receive the action in the sentence. Now look at the third sentence. The dog loves us. Now who are receiving the action? Who are receiving the love? Us. So we'll use us here. Let's read them in detail. Look at the first sentence. We went for a walk, and the second one is our parents took us for a walk. Now students, again the only difference is same. We is used as subjective pronoun. That means who is the doer? We all went for a walk. We all are performing an action. Us is used as a receiver objective pronoun. How? Our parents took us for a walk. That means we received the action from our parents. So we are the receiver. They took us for a walk. Got it? Let's find with some example. We are playing in the park. Children are performing action, but in the second sentence, our parents took us for a picnic. Now parents are performing action and we are receiving it. So we will write us. Our parents took us for a picnic. I hope this much is clear. Students, now it's time to do exercise 3 that's given in your book on page number 60. Fill in the blanks with I or me. Did you call Sita or dash? Now, can we write I here? No, because who is doing the action? You. So here we have to use an objective pronoun. That's why we'll use me here. Mohan and dash won the prize. Now, who are the doers? Who won the prize? Mohan and I. Subjective case we will use. Fine. Will you allow Mohan and dash to go to the movie? Students, we have used me here because who is allowing? Who is the doer? You. And we are receiving the action of allowing. You are allowing me and Mohan. Who is cleverer? You or I? Here, action, doer is I or you. Either you are clever or I am clever. My brother and dash had a fine time. Again, I is acting as a doer. So we have used I here. He bought this pen for dash, not for you. Now, doer is he and receiver is me. So we have used me here. I hope now it's clear to you. Let's move to exercise number 4. Fill in the blanks with we or us. Our parents love. Now we are receiving the action, so we'll write us here. Second sentence, dash love our parents. Now we are performing an action. Who loved the parents? We. We are performing action. Both the sentences, they are little bit similar, but in the first sentence, our parents are the doers. But in the second sentence, we are the doers. Dash all went to the riverside. Now we are performing an action, so we'll write we. Father took dash all to the riverside. Now father is the doer and we are the receivers, so we'll use us here. Dash are all happy. We are all happy because we are the action doers. All of dash are singing. All of us are singing because performance is done by us. Let dash all sing together. Now we are proposing something that we must do this, so we will never write let we sing together. That's really wrong. Whenever you have this word let, you have to write an objective case, so you will write us. Let us all sing together. Dash all sang together. Here we are acting as action doers, so we'll write we. The teacher punished. Now teacher is doing the action and we are receiving, so us. They are richer than us. Now I have told you one thing more. If before a verb, you will use a subjective case, and after verb, you will use an objective case. Look at the first example. Love is your action word. After action word, you have used us. But in the second case, second sentence, there's a action word love, and we have to add before love. So we have used the subjective case. I hope these both exercises are very much clear to you.